Catchy intro. All right, so I would like to talk in today's episode about TV. And when I say TV, I mean it in quite a general sense, starting from nostalgic view of TV, looking at when we were kids, what kind of stuff we used to watch, and not only what kind of stuff we used to watch, but how we used to watch TV as well, because the style of viewing and the way we watch things on the platforms and everything, it's just evolved so much from when we were little kids. Yeah. We don't watch media and I'm saying media because even just the very essence of what we watch and how we watch it has changed completely.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with a little view of what it was like back in the years ago. 80s, late 70s to early 80s. Let's say 80s.
With
sounds less depressingly old.
The CRT TV.
Ugh. Yeah, cathode ray.
Yeah.
Wow.
The amazing 4 channels in Brazil.
First of all, we had 3 channels when I was a kid. BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV. And that was it. Channel 4 came along, I think... Well, I can't remember the year. I think it was 1982?
Okay.
Something like that. I might have to Google that one just to fact check it.
Well, I wouldn't remember that.
No. And then Channel 5 was the 5th channel that came along years and years and years later, and the Spice Girls introduced Channel 5.
Yeah, that's old.
So it was like... Yeah, but you say that. It's not that old.
I know.
Yeah, it's scarily enough. But it is old, but it is not. I mean, all at the same time.
We had
a
little CRT TV. Remember that?
Yeah, and the TVs themselves, not tiny. They were gigantic. They were huge.
Oh, they were gigantic. And then this
bulky,
was tiny.
Boxy. Oh, my God.
That's what you remember. But if you look at the same TV today...
No, really.
Compared to the one we have right in front of us.
Big wooden cabinet.
It would be a tiny little screen.
Well, yeah, because screens now are absolutely gigantic. Comparatively.
Yeah, because resolution is gigantic as well. But funny thing you say that here in UK, you would think, first world country, more evolved, isn't that? Or advanced, not evolved, more advanced.
Advanced, yeah.
Isn't that? And you had 3 channels. We had 4 channels, but there was more than 4 channels, to be honest. Because in Brazil, each city received received, or still receives, I don't know how it is today in the digital era, but received funds from the government to have our own channel.
Okay.
So yeah, each major cities. So the city I used to live used to broadcast to all the other tiny cities around.
Oh wow!
So they would have, and then you would have
state TV.
Yeah. And then, it was funded, but it didn't run propaganda. No, it didn't.
Yeah, right.
It was mostly ran by universities. So it was quite creative. Do you know that singer that we were looking
okay.
De Mato Grosso, the funny one, the gay one that we were watching.
The one that did the black and white Native American with feathers in his hair.
Do you know that video specifically is from one of those university ran. Because it was very cultural.
Nice.
Yeah, those channels
quite progressive.
The culture alive by a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have an agenda per se. They was most
they had to be very subtle education. With any kind of opposing of the regime, I guess.
Yeah, but those channels were not very popular because they were quite boring. They didn't have much funding, So the programs on it was quite like low budget, boring stuff.
Yeah.
And then you had there was 4 major channels when I was a kid in Brazil,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and there was no such thing as anything but broadcast TV. Everything was like in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no sort of on demand, no streaming, no kind of.
No, I would say that the channels in UK were probably quite clinical, like super like there was a lot of thinking and decisions what would go out, and
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah,
the BBC reigned supreme. The
yeah, they still
British
do.
Broadcasting Corporation. That's the clues in the name.
And there's a funny
It's
thing that we can talk
literally.
about still. It's how they kind of are hunting and trying to force people to pay money to
Oh, the TV
BBC, yeah,
license.
with TV license.
Yeah.
Which UK is the only country that has a TV license.
Well, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone listening, but the whole point of the TV license was basically a deal that said we will not advertise on the BBC, and to keep it advert free,
Yeah, and they would be partisan.
you pay your TV license. But they do advertise.
Yeah, and they would be partisan. They would not associate with any specific.
Yeah,
party.
but it's biased. Of course, it's
Yeah,
biased.
It is super biased.
And I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but it's also corrupt and rotten to the core, hiding hideous atrocities that we now know about and were covered up, and diabolical atrocities that were just hidden by all the way to the top of the BBC, which, yeah, it's just beyond absurd. With all your Jimmy Saviles and your Gary Glitters.
I don't know anything about the BBC.
It's shocking.
Except that it did like a good thing during the war. That's all I know. And they created Doctor Who. Yeah.
I don't know who the original creators of Doctor Who were.
Well, it was launched on BBC.
Yeah.
And
launched on.
Yeah, on. And they do really good documentaries with Sir David Attenborough.
Oh my God. Lord Attenborough.
Yeah. I don't know if they're really good because
they're legend, and he is 99 years old. He is one of my all-time childhood heroes.
Yeah.
And David Attenborough, if you hear this, you must reach 100 at least. I will it so. It must happen.
Yeah, I think I've seen one documentary
is as awesome as David Attenborough.
The guy narrating it.
One?
Yeah.
One?
Not many. To be honest, I watched BBC stuff in school in Brazil, but they were all...
We've watched loads together.
Dubbed.
Planet Earth, or Life on Earth, or Planet Earth.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I remember sitting in school in Brazil, and then they would, on those TV days, that they would roll a TV into the classroom. We had a TV classroom, actually, so they would take us to the classroom.
Yeah.
And
the massive cathode ray box TVs on the big wheelie cabinet things.
And you were mostly National Geographic stuff, and sometimes it would be a BBC documentary.
Okay.
But they were all dubbed, so I didn't hear Mr. Attenborough.
Oh, no, you were deprived.
Oh, well, what can I was a little kid. They couldn't play the thing in English for us.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a shame. David Attenborough's voice is legendary.
Yeah, but
his gentle, kind of whispering, purring voice that just softly and calmly conveys so much wisdom.
It's very stereotypical British, you would say.
He was very well
See,
spoken.
that's like bad propaganda because when I moved to the UK,
I
I
wought
thought
say
everybody
stereotypical.
here would be like polite and patient and nice, and you come here and it's a literal favela. So
Lies.
and
Lies.
everybody's cursing at you, shouting at you, and
Yeah, but London.
we're a bit far from London, and it's not much different.
No, I mean now we are, but I was born and raised and grew up in London until
So
just 3 and a bit years
it
ago.
was a severe disappointment there when I moved here, and it was nothing like what I expected.
No, of course it isn't. London's a complete mishmash melting pot of every culture on the planet, all
It is,
crammed
which
in
is
under
really
each
nice,
other's
to be
arseholes and
honest.
elbows.
Yeah, so I'm not complaining. Really nice. I have probably met one person from each country. It is amazing. You know, probably. Um, there is a lot of culture in London, especially working in restaurants the way I was working.
Yeah. I mean that's another topic that I'm gonna discuss, all of the sort of the world cultures and influences of our lives, but we'll talk
Yeah, and I was
about that in
working
another show.
central London, so it was a lot
Yeah.
of culture.
Yeah.
But going back on the
So
TV stuff,
TV.
yeah, so I had a huge admiration for National Geographic stuff.
Yeah,
I still remember the
definitely.
tune in my head.
And the Discovery Channel
That's
as well.
Discovery Channel is something that came on cable TV. That was years after.
Hmm.
But National Geographic stuff, they made those National Geographic tapes, VHS tapes, and then they would put on school. And I would remember the 2D animated intro and the music for National Geographic. I love that thing.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't know if that was a big thing here.
Really?
Um,
No, it's probably more American.
Possibly.
Yeah, BBC probably controlled everything, so they would be on top of
So
everything.
biased.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
which made me like, I don't know if that made me want to be, well, made me a huge fan of documentary, or I was just born to be interested in things like this. And National
nature or
Geographic,
nurture. Interesting.
yeah, was the
Maybe it
things
just
that
appealed to the inner nerd.
probably, because
Yeah.
I remember I was a tiny little bub, probably 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and probably 4, because I remember where we're living. I was probably 4, and my dad bought an encyclopedia. Remember those?
I do indeed. The first book I ever bought, or I
And
didn't buy, but chose when I was 3, was an encyclopedia.
I
I'm a
couldn't
total
e-
nerd.
I could not
Yay.
even read, and I was just flicking that encyclopedia to just see the pictures for everything. And then I remember seeing pictures of, well, drawings
Yeah.
of dinosaurs, because back then everything had to be like as hand drawn.
Yeah.
There was no computer
Sounds awesome.
generated image of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So I remember looking at the drawings for dinosaurs, and I remember looking at the real Voyager pictures of Jupiter.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love Voyager.
Which, yeah, made Jupiter be my favorite planet because it was the first one that I've ever seen on a picture.
I have such a soft spot for Voyager in my mind, and my heart has like launched when I was born. So it's literally like my lifespan is the timestamp of Voyager.
They launched one at the year you were born, and they launched the other the year I was born.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Voyager 1 and Voyager 2.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And they basically both out of the solar system now. Well,
so awesome.
Not necessarily. They pass the what's the solar shield thing?
Oh, what, the Van Allen belt?
No,
No.
the Van Allen belt is around Earth. I'm talking about the area of influence of the sun. So it's outside of the area of influence. So it's taking full cosmic rays attack.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it's still working.
That's so crazy.
But the thing is, if they make a new satellite in the same spirit of the Voyagers today, it would fly so much faster.
Yeah.
It would probably reach the
And
Voyager.
process so much more information so much quicker.
Yeah, but well, components nowadays are much smaller, which means are much easier to be damaged by radiation. So I don't know.
Well,
Some interesting topic.
yeah. Oh, science and nerdy space stuff.
Oh, I love everything astrophysics.
Yeah, as do I. I love all things kind of spacey and nerdy. And of course, back in the early days of TV, spacey stuff was like a real kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
It was like, it was such a thing, and it was really, everything was sort of brand new and exciting and unexplored. And I mean, now we have so many sci-fi kind of films, TV not channels, series, and kind of, there's tons and tons and tons of different stuff. But when we were kids, it was kind of like you had Battlestar Galactica, you had Star Wars.
Everything demanded a lot of your own creativity as well, because productions, they couldn't produce things the way they do today, which is so realistic. Everything was more like
Practical
inside
effects.
a room, and then there was a window with a little, stars sprinkled on the background. And that was the space.
Yeah, no CGI, no such thing. Literal like practical effects. And
but we very fortunate to be like to grow up after George Lucas made Star Wars.
Funny, I was just thinking Industrial Light and Magic,
because he invented all the technology.
Yeah, such a dude.
So many things possible. And then we just grew up in this era of sci-fi, because suddenly everybody was able to make something sci-fi.
The possibilities just exponentially skyrocketed.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
We went from Flash Gordon. Well, I wasn't born back at that time, but that's
a little bit before our time. We saw reruns of.
Yeah, we saw reruns of those things because that's what
little squeezy bottles with sparklers on strings.
Yeah, so everything on strings,
just kind of crackling and dribbling like sparks out of them.
Stop motions of monsters and
stop motion.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about
Harryhausen.
We're talking about
another childhood legendary
stuff,
hero.
You know, and then suddenly,
love Ray Harryhausen.
One of my favorite films ever made, Jurassic Park, comes out, and that was the first time ever I saw.
How old were we when Jurassic Park came out?
That was in 1992.
No.
Yeah. So
92.
I think it was 92.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Lion King is 94. And
oh my God.
King was the first. No, Jurassic Park was the first film I've ever seen alone that I went on my own to watch.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that was the first
92
time.
Was the year I left school.
Today, everybody takes it for granted because dinosaurs are everywhere. The CGI is so cheap to make and everything. But back then, there was just like they had to invent that technology, and it didn't exist.
Tons of Jurassic Park was practical.
Yeah,
as well.
Really well paired with
phenomenally done.
That is almost like imperceptible. It was imperceptible back then, but now
imperceivable.
Imperceivable.
Inconceivable.
But today, with a trained eye, you can see the difference. But back then, you could not.
No,
you could.
So true.
You looked at the screen, you would see a dinosaur. It was not puppet. It was not a CGI animated anything. It was a dinosaur, and that thing blew my mind.
Yeah,
amazing.
So true. And I mean, it's mind-blowing to think that we grew up in a time when we dreamt of being able to do anything, and imagination was so inhibited by the inability to create what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
And films and TV were so kind of desperately wanting to present something that they couldn't reach. And now, absolutely anything and everything is completely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up with like comic books and Marvel, DC, Image, all of the sort of
Image came after
comic book
there was just Marvel
nerdy
and
stuff.
DC.
Yeah, picky, whatever. I'm saying all of.
Yeah.
And my point is, the dream of seeing Marvel, DC, Image, all of those kind of comic book heroes and characters and villains and legends and stuff on screen was like, oh, can you just imagine if?
Well, yeah,
and
because we used to watch that TV the Hulk TV series with Love Ferrigno.
Oh,
and it was back then. It was great back then. You couldn't conceive seeing Hulk that we see today back then.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
what you saw on TV,
they literally had a giant of a man and painted him green.
Yeah, but back
with a bad wig.
That was like mind blowing. Because we couldn't believe that one day something better would come. Well, we wouldn't even have thought about it.
No, you wouldn't have even thought about it. You would have just been like doing the best you could given what you got.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, we're doing this for now because we can't do the good one. But it was because there was not even thought of making
No, it wasn't even
it didn't exist.
Yeah.
So the Lou Ferrigno thing was amazing.
Oh,
but we're very privileged because we lived through a period in history where we saw so many firsts.
Oh
when
my
it comes
God,
to TV and cinema.
Absolutely.
We watched the technology develop from almost nothing into what we have today.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a little tiny kid, TV was just coming out of black and white and into colour. There was still the remnants of black and white TV hanging in there.
I met many people in my...
I had a black and white TV as a little kid.
Black and white TVs.
Yeah.
I think my grandfather had a black and white TV.
Now it's like, what? What's that?
Now you have
Crazy.
a TV with 100 billion colors and like, oh,
yeah,
I can count 5.
You can see 5. What are you talking about?
I can see 5 colors.
Wow.
Yeah, it just became like an object of the background. It's not like the advancement of technology at home. It doesn't feel like that. It is an advancement of technology. It's something that is like it's billion years ahead what we had when we were growing up. But back then, everything was the first time ever. Created. So you looked at it when you were a kid with the eyes of wow,
awestruck by it.
Never existed before.
And the concept of TV back then was received so differently and presented so differently. It was like, I mean, imagine going back in time and looking at your family watching TV. The TV itself, the programs that you used to watch with the family, the TV and the shows were like a family member.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was part of the family and an extension of the family.
How did you guys watch TV? How did your parents allow you to watch TV anytime you wanted?
No, it was very, I wouldn't say restricted, but it was like, it was structured.
Yeah.
And it was a scheduled broadcast thing. So a particular program would show at a particular time.
Yeah, and then you had to...
And that's it.
Yeah.
If you missed it, you missed it.
Yeah, there wasn't a recording device.
Yeah, exactly. And before the early days of like VHS, video cassette recording, whoa, when it was becoming a thing that you could set a record set a video to record a TV program and watch it later, that was like, whoa, this is amazing. And it just,
Yeah,
oh
but
my God.
we at home we usually watched TV after lunch only, and then my mom would like, go play, go do something else. So it was extremely rare that I was allowed to stay home and watch TV.
Oh, excuse me, sniffing.
Extremely rare. I wouldn't
Yeah.
watch anything in the afternoon, only except
We were all in the evening. Here,
and or
I think generally
dinner
in
time.
England, in Britain, TV was kind of like an evening meal, sit down after dinner and watch TV with the family kind of thing. It's much more of an evening thing. You had some kind of morning TV channels, and then you have your kind of your midday TV for like home parent
Yeah, I remember watching
scenarios and stuff.
when I was very young and I couldn't just go on the street on my own. I used to come back from school because Brazil school times are different from here.
Yeah, way
So
different.
I would come back around 5 o'clock from school and then watch funny enough, some Japanese tokusatsu, which is the metal heroes and stuff, and the Super Sentai.
Yeah.
And then
because Japanese stuff was huge in Brazil, right?
yeah, I grew
The
up
second
watching
biggest
some Japanese TV because there's lots of
communities
Japanese in
of
Brazil.
Japanese is in Brazil.
And then would have my dinner and then watch more TV with my parents because then my dad would come back from work. But once I was old enough to go and play outside on my own, I would never stay home.
So what did you watch with the family? What sort of TV programs?
It was probably in the news or soap opera, which is huge in Brazil. Soap opera.
Not soup. Soap.
Soap opera, which is huge in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil. I think Brazil is the country that has the highest production in terms of soap opera. It's bigger than the BBC by far.
Now I'd say that North America probably gets that.
No. You have to see some Brazilian soap opera then. It's like almost cinematic production, the thing. Not really, but it is extremely well produced. Funny enough, it's not as popular as it should be for the amount of production that goes behind those things. But then I'm talking about soap opera. No, I'm not talking about TV series.
I'm not talking about El Chavo.
Yeah, sitcoms. Sitcoms. Yeah. Situational comedy. Yeah, I'm not talking about those American TV stuff. Talking specifically about soap opera. Like you have the Mexican soap operas, the BBC soap operas.
Yeah, never been in the soap operas really.
Nah. Well, you kind of
over here, soap opera is a very different thing. I mean, it's like you got your EastEnders, Emmerdale.
But the UK is the land of nothing ever finishes. They invent things and they go on forever. Doctor Who, James Bond, British soap opera. They create things to be going forever. It never stops.
I wonder. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it makes you think what were they thinking when they first started them? Did they think they'd be going on forever, or did they just?
I don't know. It seems to be something that is that from inception, right? Doctor Who, for example, and even earlier than that, James Bond. Well, James Bond is basically around the same time as Doctor Who, anyway. But it never ends. It just has a new actor playing the same character.
Yeah, we'll talk about again another one that's like the 7th episode has got to be 007 related.
Yeah, things that I never watched.
Well, you can do a little bit of research in preparation.
Okay.
You've watched a few Bond films.
Yeah, I do not even remember.
Or at least I used to.
I think I remember watching the, what's his name? The American. No, he's not an American. The one around the 90s, what's his name? Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah,
was a
the
good
last
Bond.
one where he surfs on a, he's got parachute and then he's surfing on.
Oh my God, Goldeneye.
Is that it? That was hilarious.
Off the dam.
No, it's in the Arctic, I think, and then a laser breaks the ice and creates a huge tsunami, and then he just surfs on it on the parachute.
Wow.
I was like, okay, that's not for me, thank you.
Wow.
I like some ridiculous thing, but that's like not good ridiculous stuff.
That was the 90s. I mean, come on. Bless it.
Mm.
90s was a bit special, wasn't it?
But I heard, is this the 7th episode? I think that's the 7th episode, so we might talk about it. No?
No, not yet.
Okay, so let's not talk about James Bond.
Mm-mm.
So let's go back
No,
to
it's a
TV.
episode. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's like the physicality of TV, the actual hardware itself has completely evolved.
Yeah, the TVs are basically.
They used to weigh an absolute monstrous behemoth ton.
Yeah,
I remember
like
a 32-inch cathode ray Sony Trinitron Vega that weighed 87 kilos. It weighed far more than my entire body weight. I mean, I'm like 5'7" and I weigh 66 kilos. It was me and a half. Literally massive behemoth of a box.
They were massive. I remember when I bought my first TV and it was a 33-inch TV.
32 probably.
I don't know. It was huge.
Yeah, 32. It was like 28 and 32.
Seriously.
For some reason.
Huge. But then if we put that thing next to the one we have
and they were so deep,
it's going to look so tiny.
The depth of it, they stuck out so far.
Oh, they did.
Now everything's beautiful and flat screen. They're these giant black mirrors.
Yeah, and they're thin as a paper.
Yeah.
They actually are thin as a paper, but the thing is, because they're so thin, you need to have like a support, so they just add the frame, which is
the stand.
The weight.
You mean?
Yeah, not the stand, the actual frame holding the thin layer of whatever it is, LED.
Yeah, well, there's all other sort of techie bits and bobs inside the casing of it, and
not really. It's just like as this strip of LED with like billions of pixels.
It's absolutely bonkers how like awesome TVs are now compared to what we grew up with.
Yeah. Well, I never had a plasma TV though.
Oh yeah.
No, I never had one of those.
I did. They got so hot. Oh my God, it was like having a radiator that you could watch.
And they burn as well. So you would watch something for 2 hours, you would burn the screen.
It's like you needed a screensaver to stop it from burning.
It was sad.
Imagery into
I'm
it.
kind of glad I never had a plasma TV. Because by the time I had enough money to buy my own LCD? Yeah.
Liquid crystal display. Yeah.
TV, I was already living in the UK. So I bought one from Argos.
Yeah.
I still had it when we met, remember? And then we sold it to your friend, actually. When you were working at that school in Barking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you had a friend. She bought my TV. Yeah, so that was my first LCD TV ever.
Oh.
It was huge as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably weighed just as much as this one.
What? No.
Yeah.
It's half the size of that.
The one we have now is super heavy, but it's because it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super heavy.
There was no such thing as
but
TVs
it's still not as heavy as the CRT TVs that we had.
Yeah.
You know, it's just because it's so big, it's hard to move it around on your own.
And that's another thing. The aspect ratio is completely different. Everything back then was square.
Yeah, 4:3.
And it became a thing that movies became widescreen and rectangular, and you always had the big black strip at the top and bottom. Do you remember?
No, because
Yeah.
no, because most films they would crop. So I remember having like the digital, they would move the screen digitally when you had actors on different ends of the screen. So you couldn't see both at the same time. So they would focus on whoever was talking when they had to crop. So they would have the actor talking on the screen, and then when the other one talks, they had to digitally move the image, so you could see the other actor talking. So I will always remember
What?
like this camera movement looks artificial, and I didn't even know it was digitally like they would digitally move the image on the screen. It just felt too unnatural and too.
I do not
You don't
recall
remember that?
anything like that.
Because
No.
especially because screens were so small back then, and for you to put a 16:9 image on a 4:3, you would end up with an image.
A thumbnail.
Yeah, it would be less than the width of your palm, open palm.
Hmm.
It wouldn't be ideal, so they had to crop. You don't remember that?
I am struggling to like envision what you're actually talking about.
Right. On this TV, if you have an actor on the left side,
We're looking at a
and then
rectangular screen.
yeah, well, whatever is a screen
They're all
today with all the
rectangular, yeah.
yeah. So if you have an actor on the left side of your screen and then an actor on the right side of your screen,
Yeah.
a 4:3 can't pick both of them at the same time, right? Because you have to chop like
One or the
basically
other.
half of yeah. So they would focus on one side of the TV and then they talking back and forth on the same scene, so there's no cut. So they would have to shift the image to show the other actor and then shift the image back to the other actor. So you see them talking. So you're not just listening to someone else talking,
You just have multiple cameras.
No, Glenn, the film is already shot. It's a film that went to the cinema. I'm not talking about TV production. I'm talking about a film that went to the cinema. Cinema was always 16:9, at least modern cinema. But TVs were 4:3. Sorry, I'm getting way too technical here. So to translate a 16:9 into a 4:3, they had to crop. And then if the actors were too far apart, you couldn't show both at the same time. So they would crop on one and then digitally move the image to show the other actor.
I'm trying to think of examples in my memory of like anything ever doing that. I don't remember anything ever doing that though.
I remember very specifically because I always looked at that effect. Even without knowing what it was back then, I was already like, this looks a bit too artificial. What's going on?
You're going to need to like find some old footage and show me what you're talking about.
I'll look into it if I can find it.
Got me curious because it doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's try and think about what was the earliest TV show that you can remember?
Oh, that I can remember.
Yeah. Let's go way back.
Well, certainly Spectre Man.
Spectre Man.
Yeah. Which has led us to find a really nice piece of music that we both like.
Amazing.
It's the First Day of Tomorrow.
First Day of Forever.
Oh, First Day of Forever.
Yeah.
First Day of Forever, which is a beautiful song.
It is awesome.
That is the end of a Brazilian program, so it doesn't matter if I say the name, you're not gonna know what it is.
Mm.
Those are the earliest things I can remember watching. The Fall of Berlin Wall.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember watching that.
That's your earliest TV memories?
That's one of my earliest TV memories. Chernobyl. I don't remember which year those things happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chernobyl was 1986?
Yeah, I was old enough to remember.
85, 86?
87, yeah.
Something like that.
And
Challenger was 1986.
Berlin Wall was in when?
89,
Okay, was it? Wait,
I think.
then.
Um,
I don't know, but I remember.
those are quite late memories, though.
I have a lot of memories from very early in my childhood. Melissa's always surprised.
Mm,
Like, you can remember things I cannot remember, she said, and she's 2 years older than me.
yeah. My mum said
So,
the same about me. I think it's a bit of an autistic spectrum-y thing.
So what are your early TV memories?
Uh,
Let me guess.
uh,
Probably something that is already, it still exists to this day.
what?
Some BBC program that still exists.
I mean, David Attenborough, Life on
Still
Earth.
exists. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He got that BBC juice in his veins. He's gonna exist forever.
he's immortal. He needs to last forever.
But is he your earliest memory
One of, for sure.
on TV?
Yeah, I mean, I was a massive, massive zoology nerd, like proper geeky little kid. And the first ever book that I ever bought was Full Colour Encyclopedia, Collins Gem Encyclopedia of Animals. I was only 3 years old in British Home Stores in Romford.
Yeah. And then you wanted the.
And I used to watch all of David Attenborough's programs.
Okay, but you didn't name. Other than that, you didn't name us something you remember.
I'm trying to go way back, like really early memories. Maybe, like, I mean, Doctor Who.
Do you
That was
remember?
kind of like family viewing when we were little kids. And it was from day dot because it's before I was even born. So yeah, clearly we used to love that. Not really super into Doctor Who in sort of years beyond like family and childhood and stuff. Other nerdy geeky stuff, yeah. Doctor Who was always a bit of a family viewing. There was a TV show called It's a Knockout, and It's a Knockout was all these kind of like challenge, a bit like you see the Japanese game shows where they're all like crashing and bashing around and doing all sorts of stupid.
Something's castle, is there?
Takashi's Castle,
Yeah.
kind of like that. Yeah. It's a Knockout. They'll all be in like giant inflatable suits racing down an obstacle course or something and just
Yeah.
absolutely bonkers. That was awesome.
I remember I wasn't too young back then anyways, but I remember An American Werewolf in London, watching it for the
Oh,
first time.
excuse me. Choke. Gasped and choked. That was amazing.
Yeah, back in the 80s, children used to
That was a
watch.
film, though. That wasn't so much TV.
I know,
That was
but I remember watching that. I remember watching the A-Team on TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so rubbish, but so great. Absolute cheesy
I don't remember
trash
anything.
gold.
I remember the intro, and I remember the
Yeah.
Mr. T. That's all I remember.
What?
Yeah.
You don't remember Murdoch and Face and Hannibal and what?
No,
And the van. Oh my
none
God.
of them-
Who does not love the 18 van?
none of them were iconic
Everybody loves the
enough
18
for
van.
me to remember.
There's just no way you cannot look at the 18 van and be like, that's the shit.
It's just a van.
Nah, bitch, please. Just a van.
It's just a van.
You heathen.
No, I remember Kit. Kit wasn't
Knight
just a
Rider.
car, but 18
Knight Rider,
van
yeah,
was
the
just
coolest
a van.
Pontiac
I'm sorry.
in existence.
I'm sorry. Did that van fly? No, it didn't. Did the van like swim? No, it didn't. It was just a van.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
honey, calm down.
I'm just saying.
Damn. You can't compare the 18 van to Kit.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
You can.
It's like comparing a calculator to the Terminator and go, well, the calculator's a bit
Yeah.
shit. It's not really doing much, is it?
If they both drive on a
I mean,
floor, I'm sure Kit wins.
yeah, because it's Kit, you schmucko. Deary me. Yes, Knight Rider was absolutely awesome. Loved Knight Rider.
It was nice.
Everything Cars was like obsessive to our family because Dad being a drag racer and a mechanic and an engineer and everything, designing, building, and racing dragsters all our lives. It was all about the cars. So yeah, Knight Rider was a huge hit. The A-Team, huge hit. The Fall Guy, I loved The Fall Guy.
I don't remember
Such
that
a great
at
series.
all. I haven't even seen the new film, The Fall Guy.
Film.
People say it's nice. Yeah, they remade it.
Oh yeah, what's his face? The pretty boy who's not that pretty. What's his face?
Oh, you're talking about Ryan Gosling.
Gosling, that's the one. The ugly
most
duckling.
beautiful man there
The
is.
Gosling. Well,
Yeah.
as if.
Yeah. So they remade it. People say it's a nice film, but it's not a great film. And
It doesn't.
nowadays
When I see
don't have much time.
the trailer for that,
And so
or whatever, we didn't watch the film, did we? No. When I saw the trailer for it, it did not make me think, The Fall Guy. Not at all.
well, they tried to make something new, I guess. You can't blame them.
Yeah, it's totally different
Yeah.
to my memory
Well,
of.
I don't remember the old stuff anyways, just like Mission Impossible. I remember it was a TV series, but I don't remember
Mission
anything about it.
amazing.
Don't remember.
It was so good.
Yeah.
The masks and like disguised faces was a huge part of the Mission Impossible concept and brand.
Yeah.
And it was all about like, surprise, oh my god, who's underneath it kind of thing.
No.
And they just sort of hinted at it occasionally in the recent films.
Well, there's a mask thing going on in every film.
Yeah,
It's
but
part of every film, the masks.
It's still not. I think you would need to see some of the originals to see
With the latex stuff.
what I mean. About how
maybe your memory of it was nice.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
yeah.
but I
Maybe
bet if you watch it today, you're like, oh my god, no, don't.
Oh. But do you know what was
What was?
really good?
Yeah.
With face makeup and prosthetics and stuff.
18?
No. We're talking like way back, 80s, 70s. Planet of the Apes. No,
Really?
that was all
I mean,
full-on practical effects.
I think I've seen one of those.
Considering what they did for the days that they did it in, it was amazing.
We're talking about the first one only, right? Because every other,
it got a bit,
every sequel got
a bit
worse
shit
until they were literally on dollar store costumes.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a bit like, it's hard to watch this now.
Oh, but I love the Planet of the Apes, the original films. They were just amazing.
Yeah, they inspired one of the
still a
Spectre
massive
Man
franchise.
Spectre Man's main villain was a gorilla type.
He's kind of like the ultra humanite, smart, intelligent.
Inspired by the Planet of the Apes. It's extremely philosophical. Imagine being a 3-4 year old, maybe 5, watching like the ultimate philosophy kind of TV show.
Wow.
With monsters and lasers and giant battles and philosophical debates.
Yeah.
So no wonder I grew up like this.
Yeah, man. We watched amazing stuff when we were kids. It was all like so cool.
Yeah.
So what about here's another kind of thing that used to be when we were kids. After school TV. So
well, your after school was not the same as Brazilian after school. So
irrelevant. What time on the clock it was is not relevant. The fact that it was like, what did you watch when you finished school? What shows?
Or Changeman or Jaspion.
Jaspion, the worst name ever.
What? Justice
The
Champion?
Justice Champion, Jaspion.
Are you
Oh
kidding me?
God, Japan,
Amazing.
really?
Amazing.
Oh, so Japan.
No, and Jedi, but Jedi was after Jasper by a few years. I bet you would like Jedi.
I mean, as you know, my relationship with Japan is very much kind of not love-hate.
The majority of
There's
your
no
relationship with Japan comes from me.
No, it
Me
doesn't.
Introducing you a lot
No,
of
not
things.
at all. Not at all. I've always been ultra obsessed with Japanese culture, but more ancient Japan and not so much modern Japan. And I've always been really kind of fascinated with the sort of the influences of anime and stuff like that. As a kid, we didn't really get it all that much over here. We had to kind of get it from other sources, like Americanized sources and stuff like that.
Yeah, which was shit.
In your humble opinion?
Not in my humble opinion. They change everything. We got
dubbing
straight from Japan.
Dubbing gets trashed.
Not even.
North
they
America.
changed the stories. They changed everything.
Yeah, North America did. Yeah. But yeah, and then the irony of all irony, my stepmom's Japanese, and she's like the most cockney person you've ever met. Like, what?
So I introduced you
brilliant.
to a lot of things I watched when I was young from Japan.
Yeah,
a lot of Japanese culture that I experienced.
The Metal Warriors.
And I am pre Japanese fan culture. You know?
Yeah, because it was much bigger in Brazil
later. Yeah, because it was part of stuff that we had in Brazil because of the amount of Japanese people that lives in Brazil.
Yeah.
You know, so when I say like, oh, I like a lot of stuff of Japan, this and that, I am absolutely not the same as the current Japanese fan type of person,
not at all.
You know, I've been watching anime since.
What is the term? Is it a weeaboo?
People in the
is it a weeaboo?
There are so many names I can't keep up with it. But otaku usually is the most popular. But I knew anime and Japanese TV years before people even learned what anime was in the English-speaking world.
Yeah, I think my earliest memories of was Gatchaman.
Yeah, that's one thing
earliest.
We didn't watch in Brazil.
So good.
But it was ultra popular in the US, and they changed everything. So I would have hated it.
Yeah, in the US they called it
G-Force.
No,
G-Force.
G-Force was
Japanese,
here. The Japanese Gatchaman and G-Force. In America, they called it Battle of the Planets.
Okay, yeah, and then they animated a brand new character just to chew the information and throw up on children's because they're too stupid to understand anything.
The little robot, Zoc 7.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yay.
They have to.
Oh my God.
Everything. And then they change everything literally.
Yeah.
Just to fit their own culture. So
but it was
not
awesome.
Healthy. Now everything is super multicultural. So when Japan produce new stuff, they produce new stuff with an international audience in mind.
Yeah.
So they're much more inclusive. They're much more concerned what type of message they're expressing, this and that. But back then it was Japanese audience only. So it wouldn't make much sense in the US at all. So that's why it never become popular there to begin with.
Yeah, and it's funny, whenever Japanese culture sort of emulates a different culture, they always do it with such a Japanese tinted glasses view of whatever the culture that they're emulating is.
Yeah, well, the same happens here.
And it's fascinating when you look at sort of another culture's representation of a different culture, and it's quite intriguing to see the kind of the stylistic kind of references and stuff.
Yeah, same happens every time I see especially in the past, I see a reference to Brazil.
Yeah,
it's nothing like the actual Brazil.
Yeah,
you know, So I was like, okay, everything's like samba, yay, this and that. Oh, sexy women, blah blah
So
blah.
everything is on
Oh,
Rio Beach. What?
yeah,
No.
and carnival
Yeah.
and football.
Ugh.
It's like, well, yeah, football is a huge thing in Brazil, but you know, there are
Second
Brazilians like
religion.
me that do not like football at all, and
Yeah.
we don't watch stuff and we don't talk about it.
Mm.
But every time I meet someone here and I'm like, oh, I'm Brazilian, they're like, ah, Ronaldinho. I internally just like, I catch fire.
Cringe.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that thing. Oh, do you know Neymar? I said just by name, never seen the person.
Yeah, he was the first mutant. He's like
Yeah.
lives in Atlantis, and
Yeah.
no, not that Namor.
No, I'm sorry. I don't follow that type of culture from Brazil at all. And then, but people expect me to know everything. Like, yeah, sorry, no.
Yeah, but yeah, wow, their childhood. So after school TV.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to.
Total segue. My God, the lord of segues and tangents over here.
Oh, it's
So,
not my
after
fault.
school TV, I know. Let's talk about space. What? No.
Well,
No. Back on track. Back on track, bitch.
so school here finishes at 3, right?
Doesn't matter about the time.
So you would be home around.
Whatever the time is, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what did you watch on TV when you finished school?
Like I said, Japanese stuff, which would be playing as soon as the school's finished.
Yeah.
But then right after that was the news.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was 6 o'clock news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because school finishes at 5 in Brazil, and I would be home by 5:30 or something, and then I would watch an episode of something, and then it would be the news, and then it would be soap opera, and then bedtime, because there are 3 soap operas in Brazil. So, well, at least it's a standard from one specific channel, which is the most popular channel in Brazil, and then everybody watches it. And so it would be they play one. There is some a brief news, I think probably local news, and then there will be one soap opera, and then there will be another different soap opera, and then the national news, and then a third soap opera.
Oh my God.
And then it's bedtime.
What the hell? Ugh. That sounds painful.
It is
Soap operas and news, that's like misery plus depression.
Mhm.
And some more misery
Oh, but
and some more
Brazilian
depression.
people are addicted to soap opera.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Trash.
I stopped watching TV long ago, to be honest.
Do not like.
I don't like the way TV makes people stupid.
Mm.
And now,
But you
internet
do
is
love to
making
watch
people
YouTube
stupid.
videos of cats falling off wardrobes and people running
Doesn't.
face first into cling film
Who does?
and screaming and making each other
I'm
jump
sorry.
and crap themselves.
You love it as well, and then
But you
after
know,
you watch
let's
it,
not
you're
watch
like,
anything that
"Oh,
makes your
this is
brain dead or
stupid."
anything.
But you laughed your ass off watching them, especially if there's a fart. And
What a fucking hypocrite.
Mister, I love laughing at farts.
I don't love laughing at it. It's just
You-
funny.
You lose your breath. You forget
It's
to breathe.
disgusting but
When you hear a
hilarious.
fart. What are you talking about? You lose consciousness. I need to revive you just because someone farted on TV.
What the hell?
No, yeah.
Oh, racehorse.
But sometimes you just need
Gosh,
something
you're so
stupid,
bloated.
funny, just to wind down.
Splat.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's usually
Yeah, occasionally as a wind down, but you're like, crackle, you're addicted.
no, I know.
You need to
I'm not.
put that internet
I
pipe
usually
down.
play that when you're just about to go to bed. Like, okay, let's watch
And
some
after,
stupid cat video.
and when I wake up, and when you wake up,
And
a
then
little
you
bit
see-
more, and a little bit more.
And then you love watching the cat slapping the other cat in the face.
Little bastards.
You do. Look at your face.
Those little
You
bastards.
do. Yeah. And funny cats and funny dogs video.
Stupid.
We need a real dog.
We will one day. One
It's
day.
way past time. Okay. Yeah. When we have 100 listeners, we're gonna get a dog.
No.
100 listeners.
No.
Are you listening? When we have 100 listeners,
We got a lot of
100
fixing up to
subscribers,
do
and then we're gonna
before
have a dog, and the
that's gonna
dog's gonna be
happen.
part of the podcast as well. It's gonna be like work. Yeah.
Bork and Borkina.
Yeah, especially when we start recording like with the video, and we're gonna have a little pup, and it's going to be adorable, and it's going to sleep here, and it's gonna bark, and it's gonna agree with everything I say.
Wow.
Yeah. And then eventually it's gonna have its own microphone, and
a little clip-on radio mic on his collar.
Yeah, it's gonna be
on his little red neckerchief.
Yeah. See, lovely.
So when I finished school, I'm back on track.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I was just about to ask.
Crazy. Oh my God, here comes another segue. Buckle up.
No, I was just about to ask what you watched after school.
Oh,
I was literally.
Sure.
I was breathing in just to ask you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So after school?
So after school, I used to watch Transformers, which was back in the early days when it was amazing and awesome. Not like the stuff that is about now that's kind of sketchy, hit and miss, and the films. Nope. Trash. But yeah. He-Man.
Now we would.
My favourite villain of all time, Skeletor.
In the morning.
Skeletor and Mumra, because, Thundercats. Holy shit, Thundercats was so good. See what I did there?
I mean, the intro was amazing.
The intro was the best intro of all time.
When you
the
watch
theme
episodes.
tune was one of the best theme tunes of all time. The characters are awesome. Just amazing.
Then when you watch the episodes, they forget to animate everything.
Okay. Yeah, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
Oh, but it's so good. That Japanese stylized anime-esque.
It was animated in Japan, the intro.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically anime.
No.
Yeah, if it's animated by Japanese artists in Japan,
created by Japan.
then that classes as anime.
American studio just paid them to animate the intro.
So
it was just stunning.
The dynamics of it.
And then we had Silverhawks in Brazil, which you didn't have here. So you didn't know anything about Silverhawks until I showed you.
Nope.
But again, Silverhawks is the same thing as Thundercats.
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to go and get the medal.
Amazing.
And there you go. Here's your medal. Wow.
Beautiful intro. It's like, it doesn't get off your head. It keeps playing forever and forever.
It was just like space bird Thundercats.
Yeah.
They even looked like the Thundercats.
Well, it's
facially,
the same creator. Same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just aliens from a different area in space.
Yeah.
The Thundercats, the Silverhawks, and there was one of sharks as well.
What?
Yeah, there was another animation with sharks.
Oh no.
Yeah, something shark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never saw that come.
Yeah, that one was super short-lived.
So original.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
But the Sword of Omens is one of the greatest weapon ever invented.
So cool.
Ever conceived.
So cool.
It is.
But Mumra, as much as I love Skeletor, I think, is Skeletor cooler than Mumra, or is Mumra cooler than Skeletor?
I think we need an animation with just the two of them.
Oh my God, yeah, like
just bouncing off each other.
But
the 80s version.
Like Friends of all 80s villains with Skeletor and Mumra. Who else would there be? Oh my God, that would be so good.
You toilet paper.
Mumra, you've run out of toilet paper again, you nincompoop.
So yeah, we need that.
And then Mumra just losing his absolute shit. Like, screaming the hell out of everything.
Not a new conception of characters. That specifically.
Amazing.
It needs to be like a sitcom. Just Skeletor and Mum-Ra living together.
Yeah.
Just the daily life of
An old gay couple.
yeah.
Ah,
Just trying to plan.
it would be so good.
Just trying to plan the next, way to take over the world.
Yeah, because Skeletor's so campy. Such a campy villain. And Mum-Ra's just like
so
cranky
delicate.
old bastard.
Super delicate.
Yeah.
Everything.
And one of the best exits of all time is Skeletor. When
Exits.
when he literally walks through his magic mirror and then he's gone, and then you just see his arm come back through and be like, and smash it. Like, that's the best. Oh, so good.
Oh, those people were on
Absolutely
drugs. 100%.
genius.
200%. They were all on drugs.
Yeah. Follow that, smash.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fun times. Although the film is
I love
just
T-Man.
they just
I
about to
can't
release
wait to see what they've done with
trailer
T-Man.
for that film. They finished filming.
I think I'm gonna hate it.
No, I think
because
I'm gonna hate.
Don't do it on Earth.
No, I think
What
I'm gonna
are
hate
you
Jared
thinking?
Leto as Skeletor. He does not have the Skeletor vibe.
No, he needs to be like goonishly
Leto. I don't know what his
campy
name is.
and
Because they go in with the super 80 vibes. Super 80 vibes.
oh, I'm so torn.
And he's not gonna be funny. He's not gonna be
Torn.
full of jokes and stuff.
He-Man just needs to be so good, but I think it's gonna be terrible. I hope it isn't, but I think it's gonna be terrible.
I think it will be fun except for Skeletor, which is gonna be super sad. Because Jared Leto, whatever his name is, he is all
he's
about
too dry.
himself.
Takes himself too
He
seriously.
just transformed everything into himself.
Well, I don't know. You got beef against Leo. You've never met.
No, I
Leo
don't.
Leto.
I like one of his films, and that's it. Because everything else,
Dallas
it's
Buyers
the
Club.
same character. Every other character that he plays is the same character. The Joker, what the vampire boy,
You can't
Marvel
call.
vampire boy.
No, you can't say that. That's absolute bullshit.
It's all Jared.
His portrayal of the Joker was nothing like his portrayal of Morbius.
No, but it's all Jared Leto. Leto, whatever. Let's just go with Leto. It's just Jared Leto. He's not trying to be a character. He's trying. He just like it's him playing a character. Do you get the same vibe?
No, really.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, he sucks.
Mm.
So, and he's on the new Tron as well, which is very sad.
Another childhood favourite. Oh my god, I love Tron.
Which is very, very sad.
Awesome. Tron Legacy was amazing. What they did with it, and it was crazy how far apart Tron and Tron Legacy were. But it worked somehow. But yeah, that's films anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, he feels to me like end of franchise kind of actor. They give him the role just to finish the film.
Stop paying. Moving on.
Everything
Moving on.
died.
Moving on. God.
Yes. Okay, let's move on.
So what other? Oh, of course, Turtles.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja.
That was another
Teenage
after-school
Mutant
TV thing. You had the Mysterious Cities of Gold.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
Of gold. Oh, it's so great. That went on forever, and it was just, it'll be forever scarred by the name Esteban screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. And the Turtles, the original, all original 4 Turtles. That was awesome.
It was, again, great intro animation, horrible episode animation.
Yeah, and it always really pissed me off that they called them Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles and not Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Oh, in the UK.
Yeah,
Because they couldn't use the word ninja.
they couldn't,
in
yeah.
the UK.
I was like, oh no,
Wow.
sounds too much like fighting. Well, duh. Yeah. But, and there were so many cool little,
But we can.
very British TV shows like Count Darkula, which was brilliant. Imagine a vampire Daffy Duck,
I know. I've seen it.
but very, very British. Voiced over by
British, yeah.
David
British
Jason,
stuff
who was Del Boy.
didn't do well in Brazil.
Of course it didn't.
No. But
there was another really... Oh, you would love this one.
Dodgers
There was a stop motion, like a claymation, stop motion animation, all plasticine and stuff, called The Trapdoor. And I'll have to find some episodes of it and play it for you, because
Don't remember.
Super cute.
I could have seen it, but I don't remember by that name, because it was, if we've seen it in Brazil, it had a different name.
What did it look like?
Oh no, I don't know. You have to tell me what it looked like, and I'll tell you if I've seen it.
Oh, I see. So he was the main character was this big blue plasticine monster, and his friend was a little skull. I
don't remember.
The main character was called Burke.
It would have a different name.
And yeah, obviously. And the little skull was called Boney.
Oh.
And they were all in this kind of castle dungeon with a trapdoor at the bottom of it, and they were forever trying to stop all the monsters from hell coming out of this trapdoor. And
don't remember.
It was super
cute. So ninjas were not allowed, but hell was.
No, not literally hell, but it was like a trapdoor and all these kind of very Lovecraftian tentacle monsters and bugs and gribbly things.
Not that I'm a religious person anyway, so hell for me is just a creative concept.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. That was cute. Trapdoor.
Yeah.
But there was a science program. I keep thinking of this and getting segued away from it. Tomorrow's World. That was another kid show. It wasn't a kid show. It was a science program.
I think I almost remember that.
But I used to love watching as a kid. Absolutely
I'm a big
loved it.
Boy from the 90s. Big Man's.
I mean, that was
not here. It didn't play here. I think it was super American, super New York American.
Yeah, it was very in your face,
ultra 90s,
very
editing. You know, there's mega fast transitions, super noisy. Yeah. But
Tomorrow's World was like a genuine science
Big Man's show.
Yeah,
still do. We saw a Captain Disillusion video on Beekman's the other day. It was amazing. But yeah, that's basically it. And any final words?
Oh my God, I feel like we could just talk forever about
We could. TV. Maybe we should do a second episode on this.
Yeah, follow up. That was all like nostalgia TV, and then
absolutely there's.
But then everyone knows what TV is like now. But there was no such thing as binging.
No, you had to watch something, and you
everything
never
was one episode at a time.
Yeah,
tough shit.
When HBO became a thing, it was such a revolutionary thing. You know, whoa, HBO 1 and HBO 2, because you could watch something 6 hours later on HBO 2. So everything on HBO would play 6 hours later on HBO 2. So if you missed now, you could watch again. And like, whoa, we're never going to miss anything on TV ever again, because you can just watch it 6 hours later.
Plus 1 hour thing.
No, I think, it was. And then all the channels start copying the same model and everything. But back then, you either watched it or you didn't. And then all your friends would have to tell you what it was. And you would just wonder what it would have been if you watched it.
Oh,
what's that? What's that? What's that face for?
The Monsters.
Oh, I'm an Addams Family boy.
Monsters. Nope. I absolutely loved. That was one of my favorites as a kid as well. Yay!
I mean,
The Monsters was great. They felt more like my family than my family did. I literally grew up watching The Monsters. Like, I think I should be in their family, not mine. So good.
But on that note,
Oh,
I think we need to start planning a sequel for this episode and talk more about TV on another episode.
yeah,
Because I think we are a bit short on time now.
yeah.
Just
And I'm getting tired. And there's laundry sat in the machine. Oh no.
so thank you for listening if you're still here. And hopefully we'll see you on the next episode. And don't forget to, I don't know, follow us, subscribe, and comment, and everything else you can do there. Thank you. And see ya.
Bye.